from the undergrounds, we plan, we plot to take over the Man Cave server. It's been a long journey for us so far, but it is only just beginning. As I plan and devise my evil ways, I contemplate in the sewers beneath the server that we rise up from the underground and take what is rightfully ours. Rule of the entire Man Cave SMP. Let us go and build our lair. The server is coming alive with the spooky season that is Halloween. Scarecrows are popping up throughout the town. Cobwebs are taking over abandoned buildings. Shriekers are scaring us from the redstone shop. Jack-o'-lanterns and cauldrons are popping up in preparation for Halloween night. Coming soon. As we set off from our humble seaside village, we go off into the faraway lands to settle and build Castle Doom. We have major plans for this area. We want the defenses to be fortified, stronger than any base on the server. We want our own power to harness the energy of the world around us, so that way we can power our Doombots and our mass destruction weapons, so no one can challenge our reign. This will not be a short task. It will not be easy. But as we arrive to the new lands we've scoped out in previous episodes, we know what must be done. A fresh start, a new canvas. Here we will begin the rise and reign of Doom on the Man Cave SMP. Welcome back to the Man Cave SMP. I am your host, JTA, and today we have a great one for you. It's been a little bit of a break as we start our new season, Season 2, where we begin Castle Von Doom. We begin Doomstad and building to take over the whole server. Before we get into the first bit of making this new area as we settle down here, I want to take you through some of the things that I've been doing behind the scenes as we finish up Season 1. There has been a little bit of a break, and I don't want all that work to go unnoticed while I was on the break of recording, because I was not on a break of building. So let me take you back over to where we just came from, back over to the original area, and I'll show some new updates that you may have seen or may not have seen in that little opener that we got for you. First bit that you may have caught in the background as I was rowing away in the night was Boyo's been doing some work here on the Seaside Village. He's showing up on me. He got three new buildings here with paths connected, details going in. So I really got to get moving and start filling out my side a little more. The interiors are done, but they're not fully finished because we don't have the villagers in yet. But once we do, they will be set up here. I love the use of the coral. What else? We got another building here. Nice little interior. Looks great. And then this one's, I think, my favorite because of the foundation it's on. Yeah, looks really nice. So I'm really excited about that. Boyle's been doing an amazing job and getting this place turned into a true village. Something else that you may have noticed while I was walking around, and I kind of showcased it a little bit throughout spawn area, but I did some Halloween decorations. We got some jack-o'-lanterns scattered throughout the area. I did some at some of the people's bases. And then we have this little trick-or-treat cauldron. I tried to make it look like a candy bin sort of thing. And coming October 31st, we're going to have this as an active thing where if you come up and interact with it somehow, you may get a trick or you may get a treat. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of run through spawn real fast just so you can see. You got jack-o'-lanterns, got the scarecrows popping up all over the place, cobwebs. I think it's really cool, fun way to bring some life to the server as we head into the holiday season. I really went all out with cobwebs here. I think it looks pretty good. I would love to do some more. I think it would be fun to put some cobwebs on the trident, get some items up in here. But I think it's a good start, and I'm excited to see if anyone else joins in on the fun. And finally, the last little bit that you may have saw. Oh, I'm missing a block there. The last little bit you may have saw, or I know you saw it in the intro, was the sewer system that I have been building at spawn. Might be doing some nefarious actions down here, so if anyone's watching this, close your eyes, or anyone from the server, if you're watching this, close your eyes, close your ears, because there's gonna be some fun stuff down here. I think there's gonna be some surprises, some maybe hidden bases down here. I got basically underneath all the roads, and it's looking pretty cool. I'm excited for it. And let me showcase kind of like some of the areas where it comes out towards the lakes and rivers. So this is right by one of our bridges that we built. And we just got a cool little, grate kind of holding back some water, but letting some water in from the river. And the reason I wanted to get this in now in the break is it's kind of a boring build, nothing too spectacular. It's just, the ambiance is kind of cool. But also, there's been plans to revamp the road network above head, and I wanted this to go down first so that way when we put it in, it's easier to remember where places are, and it's just a good foundation to have, so that way the new road kind of has a place to go off of. I'm excited for it. That leads us back to the new area. So as you can see, I did a little bit of clearing out of some land here. It's not going to be the total area I want. This is only partial because we will be expanding even more this way, probably up to that hill maybe. So I still got to clear out some more. I need to tame some of these animals so I can get some farms going over here, because I don't want to be flying back and forth if I need some leather or something like that in the future. I don't want zombie flesh. But yeah, I'm going to go from this river about to this little mountain or hill area to that hill all the way over to, where we came from. And with that, I am going to cut here, and I will be back after I clear out some more of these trees maybe, and we will start planning on the road system or just the general layout of what the space is going to look like. Because like I said in the intro, I wanted it to be a castle. There's going to be a little energy system, a place to build some doom bots, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to that. And then of course like a little village area so I can do some trading, and it gives more of that ambiance of that this is actually, its own separate country with a castle and, villagers running around helping me out. And yeah, just kind of the overall plans of this area. So yeah, I'm going to cut there, clear this out some more, maybe flatten it a little bit. Maybe not flatten. I'll just clear out more trees, and then we'll go up there and we'll plan out different areas for the space. So I'll be right back. I know, it looks like a mess. I get it. I understand. But I promise you it makes sense in my mind. And as we start building, things will start to come in shape a little bit more. So let's take you through the thought process real fast. This wall right here that you see made out of terracotta, that's going to be the front of the castle. And the castle is going to go back into this mountain range and basically take up all of this space. That's the plan, right? And I'm trying to base this off of a reference photo I found for Castle Doom. I'm going to put that on the screen right now if I remember to. And that's kind of going to be the guideline of what I'm thinking, except for a couple tweaks. The energy or like nuclear reactor, I think that's on the picture, isn't going to be part of the castle. It's going to be over down by the water. And I think that might be the only difference. Of course, this is all subject to change over time. And yeah, who knows really, honestly. But that's the starting point. Now, so that's the front of the castle, right? The wall that's kind of it's really hard to see. I'll put my cursor up. This wall right here, that isn't a full wall, but it's a straight line right here, and then it kind of curves and ends right here. That's going to be like the outer wall of the castle, and in between there is going to be, some decorations, some cool stuff, a statue, water fountain, kind of the more high end things of what a castle area would look like, but not like villagers and houses and stuff like that. Now, what I'm not fully sure of yet is how this wall is going to end. I have it ending here, and maybe the castle will kind of be right there and go back into the castle will go back into this area. So the wall will just end there. I'm thinking that's going to be the best case scenario. The only other caveat that I don't know yet to this plan is what I'm going to do with this space back here. I'm thinking like industrial farms, but I want them to look cool, so I'm not entirely sure. This is the unknown area so far of the base. Now, as we look out a little bit further, as far as we can see really into the render distance, you can see a couple more dotted places showing up. This is going to be the villager houses. This is going to be, the true castle style buildings, medieval style buildings. Villagers are going to live here. I have like a little well, a watchtower, some buildings, and I designated this area for more. I just didn't put out like individual houses, kind of like I did here. But this little span of area will also be for villagers. Now behind that, you can kind of see another outline, and that is going to be the Doombot factory. This is where we're going to be taking. You know what? Actually, I'm going to leave that for another episode. I don't want to spoil what that is going to entail, but this is going to be key for us. More to come. Trust me, it's a little bit of a cliffhanger, but more to come with that, and it'll be fun to unleash the bots, if I may. Now, let's actually fly a little bit closer down here. There's kind of this empty spot in the middle. I want this to be, more villagers, more roads. I just didn't want to put houses, dotted along this whole way. That's kind of, I'm just going to fill the space with houses, roads, shops, stuff like that. Now, as we go here, there's a line right here. This is going to be the main entrance into the Doomstead area. So I'm not fully sure how I'm going to execute on that. I don't know if there's going to be a wall kind of going from the water there, wrapped around here, down to the water over there, but that might be the play. That might be how I'm going to shield this area a little bit more. And then from here, there's a wall here you can see. Goes to there, and then a little bit down there. This is going to be the shipping area. I'm going to have cargo ships. It's going to be like almost like a Corrales Season 7 Hermitcraft base. There's cranes, shipping containers, boats. This is where people can ride their boat in, get off, and go in through the main gate, or if they have cargo, they can move it through here, and there will be a little road that goes up to the castle through the village, maybe. Now the question with this area is, what do I do with this hill that I'm standing on? I don't know if I should keep it. I think I should, but I don't know, maybe I flatten it out a little bit so it kind of has a more gradual slope, and then I kind of move some of this dirt to fill in this area so it's a little more flat. That's the plan I got going for now. We'll see if how much work that actually turns out to be. But yeah, I think this is just a little too high. It's blocking view of the ships from where I'm hoping the castle will be, and I kind of want to be able to see as much of the kingdom as possible. Now, the last little bit that I want to take you over to is, as you see, there's this wall that I talked about kind of wrapped around protecting the area. It is going to continue down to the water, but I don't know if it's going to follow the coastline. We'll see. Now, here is going to be one of the major roads, or approximately where the road's going to be, and it's going to separate the village industrial area from the farmland. And basically, it's going to be wheat fields, carrot fields, barns with animals, just kind of, maybe a little tree farm. It'll be a good area to kind of have more space and give a nice visual of up against the river It makes sense of having the farmland close to the river. So that's cool. And then this comes to this kind of corner piece that isn't really defined well. It's just kind of pointing in this way. This is where the energy system will go. I'm thinking like a mix between a nuclear reactor, solar farm. We'll see. We'll see what hits me from the design. I wanna make it look modern yet not stick out like a sore thumb from the castle area. So it'll have to be a good blend between the two, and I think I can easily achieve that just by making the interior more modern design and the exterior more like a castle type of building. Yeah. So those are the plans. I have a lot of work to do, and that's basically going to be most of this season is going to be building this base. Every few episodes, I'll switch it up. I'll go back over to the Spawn Island area, my abode, and do some building there. Finish the seaside village, do some things around Spawn. But this is it for now. I'm going to wrap up the episode here. It's another quick one. I think my episodes are going to be more around the 10-15 minute range from now on. That's the plan. If this is a little bit over, I apologize. So with that, I thank you. I appreciate you all being here and watching as we kick off season 2. Until next time, peace.